Hi guys, it's Kit Kat. I am so frustrated right now because guess what? My 6 through 10 Young Justice review has no sound for some reason. So I have to redo it today. Anyway, let's jump right into it because there's a lot to recover, and I'm gonna be in a bad mood all day not thinking about it. Alright, episode 6, Inferior. Oh my god, love this episode. One reason, Artemis Croc. She comes into the storyline, and she's just an amazing and powerful character the moment we meet her. The moment she steps on screen, to the moment she does, the moment she walks off. Especially how she has that little moment with Wally West. I'm calling it. They are going to be a couple. It's canon. I call it. With her saying, love the outfit. What exactly is your power? If you look closely, she is having an underlying flirtation there. Love the outfit? It's swim trunks, and you get to see his body. Well, who doesn't want to see his flashy abs? I know, I do. It's lovely. Anyway, moving on. Now this episode, they have to go. Red Arrow comes in. Told you he would come back. And immediately butts heads with the new protege, Artemis. For no reason. Well, actually there is a reason, but he has a little jackass off. There's no longer Speedy, and he's now taking up his mantle as Red Arrow, just like a powerful counterpart. And so, moving on, he has taken Dr. Sterling Roquette from the Legion of Shadows, or saved her, in such as a word, because she had created a weird program called The Fog, which steals technology from the Legion of Shadows. And now their next target is Wayne Enterprises. Really bad, because Wayne Enterprises supports the Justice League. And if they get their hands on that, Justice League's screwed. But luckily for our 6 main heroes, they are off to stop them and protect Dr. Roquette, so she can make the but I can't talk today. Make the anti-program to protect them, to get rid of it, which they run into another problem with Black Spider and Cheshire going after them. Don't get me wrong, Black Spider's a cool name, but he's kind of a ripoff from Spider-Man. I'm not making that up. He's a ripoff from Spider-Man in so many ways. Just evil. Pretty weird. But that's Marvel and DC for you. Always fighting back to back and always having rip-off characters. That's just my opinion. And then you meet Cheshire, the famous cat-like assassin, who's actually triple jointed. Random fact. And she has a weird fight with Artemis, because Artemis is after her. And they have a weird kind of interaction. At the end, Cheshire loses her mask in front of Artemis, and something snaps with Artemis. She knows who Cheshire is. Not bad, I mean, a little messed up right there. Not good. Anyway, she's been welcomed to the team, but she is butt heads with all the redheads. Usually butt heads a little bit with McGann there after making that comment to Superboy, and Wally and her immediately butt heads. With Wally antagonizing her, she's antagonizing right back. Seriously, it's like, what? Where's the kettle? Good lord. And it's very entertaining to watch that. But in episode 7, Denial, we see that McGann and Artemis are warming up to each other and become good friends, unlike what their little interaction right there I see in episode 6. So we become pretty good friends, even talking boy talk, of who would be great to do on the team. Harlan suggests this powder for McGann, and McGann suggests this Wally for Artemis, calling it, and they have a little laugh saying Wally's so full of it. Now throughout this episode, Wally's trying to crush McGann by believing in magic, and we all know he doesn't. He's a science guy. He doesn't believe in the hocus pocus crap. I do, though. And it gets him into a big trouble, even almost boiling him to death. God damn you, Wally, you flirt. He's gonna get out of this story one of these days. loving him so much. Good God. And we learn that Megan has a weakness to fire, and obviously Aqualad does too. And poor Superboy loses his repair boots. His life is not an easy one, guys. Seriously. And then later on, basically, the door closes, so they don't boil to death, and they get to go to another round. There's freezing on the other side. And this is where Wally and Artemis set off from their other three teammates and went into Kent Nelson, the guy who used to be Dr. Fate. Now, guys, seriously, Dr. Fate even calls this. He brings out his picture of his pocket watch of his beautiful wife, Inza, who he says is a Spitfire. And then he already meets Miss Manners, Wally, and my beautiful talented archer, Artie. So they already meet, and this is interesting, they also have to fight Queen the Witch Boy. Later on, it comes down to Kent and Wally to go up fight single-handedly with Clarion, while the others are trapped by Abracadabra and getting their butts kind of ripped. Won't lie, was it pretty? And Kate Nelson fatally dies. I actually cried because he was kind of a funny old man. But guess what? He gets stuck into the helmet of fate just like Wally does, and they have a nice discussion. And Wally learns that he was to find his own little Spitfire, one like that, and Kit is cut off. And the only reason Wally got out the hell is because he made a deal with Dr. Fate. Again, deal with the devil. My God, people. To save himself, and promised him that he would find him a proper suitor that's a believer in fate and magic itself. So that was very entertaining. Now, moving on to episode 8, where there wasn't a mini Spitfire going on there, Downtime. As the routine battles Clayface, Batman actually asked Calder, what is Calder's episode? So one episode he actually gets to himself. And he gets kind of told off by Batman, like, if you're not here 100%, why are you here at all? Basically, so he goes back to Atlantis, everybody goes back home. Robin's a little bit jealous because his mentor is spending more time with, glad that he is with him. Jealous boy. Anyway, we're introduced to two characters from DC, Tula and the actual Aqualad, Garth. But in this universe, he's going to be known as Tempest, which it turns out Calder and Garth switch places and they're best friends. He also introduced to Queen Mira, who is Aquaman's beautiful wife, and they have a nice dinner, find out the wife is expecting a baby. Yay! Baby shower! Underwater! Weird. Didn't see that coming. Calder finds out devastatingly his two best friends are dating, and he had a crush on Hula. He was even going to make the plan of staying behind with her instead of being off the team. But he's heartbroken now, and he goes off to kind of battle Ocean Master, which is actually Black Manta. Shocker alert! Who is actually Aquaman's arch nemesis. Anyway, while this is all going on, we are introduced to our other characters having their own little lifetime outside of what happens outside the Young Justice Hall. First, we have Wally going to a birthday party for Jay Grant with his wife Jane. I think that's her name, Daniela. I can't remember her name very well, but Mrs. Grant. And she teases him a lot. He's very quiet, but she does tease poor Jay. Notice, he's the first original Flash, guys. He's amazing, and I love him deeply. He has such a simple costume. And then we also have Barry Allen, Irish West Allen, so sorry. My two favorites, Uncle and Aunt, and also along with Wong's parents, Mary and Ralph West, who actually they made a mess up. Iris and Mary look too much alike, like they're sisters. It's supposed to be the other way around. Rudolph is Iris's brother. That's why just the last name West. Just a little mess up there. But anyway, we got Wally West eating all the ice cream. Then we're introduced to Artemis Valentine, where she's accepted in the Gotham Academy, and we meet her mother, Paula Croft, who's in a wheelchair. Oh God, poor Paula. Anyway, I need to speed this up. And Artemis even says that she would do anything, you can tell she would do anything for her mother. She kind of lives in a rundown apartment in Gotham. But she's Green Arrow's new protege. We also see Robin still a little pissed at Batman in his training session, but we see him out of that. And we also see Alfred Pennyworth, y'all. Alfred, woo-hoo, my favorite home dog ever. And we want to see some one-on-one time with those two. And while this is going on, McGann and Superboy are cooking and having weird, awkward moments. Again, I will come back to that in a later review. You know I will. Moving on, Calder loses the famous starfish part of the starfish. It's the special starfish, and I can't remember exactly the name of it, but it will come to me again later on. And it was very upsetting because now it's gone. It's very rare, and it's in the hands of the light. Not good. Moving on to episode 9. Breathe. I have to really speed this up. Alright, the team discovers they have forgotten the last 6 months. Nobody knows who each other is, and it's going cray-cray. We got Robin, we got Superboy, Robin wandering the desert, no radio silence. We got Superboy ripping off his shirt, McGann trying to figure out who she is, and all the while we are introduced to Spear, Superboy's new pet. And we realize McGann's actually a really strong mental mind power going on when she takes stuff against Prism. Wally and Artemis are having a moment. I'm telling you, they're Spitfire. I'm just saying. And they eventually remember that Artemis only didn't let anybody in because she didn't want to. Because she has a lot of dark secrets. She even said this must be one of Dad's stupid training tests. He probably wants me to kill you if you call me. Spoilers. Alright, next episode, Target, The Last in Line. This is Roy's episode, told you he would come back, and he figures off against Cheshire's Sportsmaster, Ra's al Ghul, and even Lex Luthor makes a surprise appearance in this. As they are trying to make sure there's peace going on as he's trying to make sure peace goes on in the two of Asia, South and North, which actually is identical to North and South Korea, just saying, and little history lesson right there. And he called in Aqualad. While this is going on, McGann and Superboy go to start school. Superboy takes up the name of Connor Kent, thinking it's in retrospect to Nelson Kent. Kent Nelson, by that. But it's not, it's to Clark Kent, just putting that one out there. Moving on, they fight them off. We're introduced at their school to some super friends. Wendy and Marvin, go look them up, they're awesome characters. Mal Duncan and Karen Breach, who becomes Bumblebee. No, that's seriously who she is in the comic book, I'm not lying. And they have a nice, interesting, Mal and Superboy do not get along very well, and this is going to be a very interesting school year. Anyway, Red Arrow and Aqualad figure out from Sportsmaster there is a mole on the team. Uh-oh. And what happens later on is that they are now making suspicions, but they win and get Cheshire behind bars with the help of Mercy, Lex Luthor's assistant, and I need to speed this up, I'm almost going to run out of time, longest review ever. And Roy even says that if you ever need me, I'm always there for you guys, giving him the salute. And this is a very entertaining episode, and oh dear God, Ari's going to have Ra's al Ghul is making a deal with Lex Luthor and the Light. This will not end well. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Ra's al Ghul, I give a shout out because you are a beautiful villain, and I love you deeply. Alright, love you all. Bye. I'm failing at this.